Welcome everyone to our Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Our first inductee is Amy Anderson Williams from the class of 2005. Amy was a member of the GFC varsity track and swimming teams for 6 seasons, earning her first letter as a 7th grader to start a swimming career that would end with several state titles. Amy was the state champion in the 100-meter breaststroke in 2000, 2001, and 2002. She also had 2 third-place finishes at the state meet, one in the 200-meter breaststroke and the other in the 100-meter breaststroke. Amy was selected to the All-EDC and All-State team from 2000 to 2004. Her 2002 time in the 100-meter breaststroke of 107.19 is still the GFC school record. Coach Wall stated that he is extremely proud of Amy's accomplishments in the pool. Quote, "She was an incredible leader, extremely hardworking, and a great mentor and role model to the younger members of the team." Amy's answer to what sets GFC apart from other schools was that they're a very tight-knit group, like a family. Quote, we swam together for years, and each person's success felt like our own. She mentioned her coaches, Coach Walls in particular, pushed her beyond their potential and to compete at a high level. Her favorite memory from GFC is a lifelong friendship she made with swimming and the friends on the team. She still keeps in touch with those friends daily. Amy stated that she learned what hard work meant during her days at GFC, and it set her up for success in college and beyond. Amy currently lives in Pleasant Hills, California. She is married to a wonderful man and has 2 great children. She is the CFO at a general contractor in San Francisco, California. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the GFC Athletic Hall of Fame, Amy Anderson Williams. Our next inductee is Cassie Romuld Harrow. She is a 1996 graduate. The legendary Grand Forks throwing crew started back in 1979 and has had many state champions, but a select few are remembered just by their first name. Cassie is one of those throwers. Cassie was a discus thrower and a shot putter competing for Grand Forks Central from 1993 to 1996. Cassie's career accomplishments are extensive. In 1993, as a freshman, she placed 3rd in the state in the discus. The following season, she placed 2nd at state in that event and added a runner-up finish in the shot put. In 1995, she won the state title in the shot and added another runner-up finish in the discus. In her senior season in 1996, she took home state titles in both events. Cassie also competed at the national level at the AAU Junior Olympic National Games. In 1992, she placed 3rd in the discus. The following year, she placed 2nd in that same event. In 1994, she placed 1st in the shot put and added a 6th place finish in the discus. She placed 2nd in the discus in 1995 and capped her senior season with a national championship in both the discus and the shot put. Along with her many other awards, Cassie was the 1996 Track and Field North Dakota State Gatorade Player of the Year and named to multiple All-American teams. She received a full academic and athletic scholarship to Stanford University. There we go. When asked about significant memories of her time at GFC, Cassie said, "I absolutely love the opportunities, competition, and friendships that resulted from the athletic process. GFC provided an environment for me to explore other interests and be creative. I am so thankful for all the different learning opportunities I got to participate in. Some of my favorites were German language, art, playing flute and piccolo in the band, AP English trips to the cities, and anatomy and physiology class. And one of her favorite memories that she got to do at GFC was just be a part of the pep band for the musical." Cassie lives in Grand Forks with her son Roman and daughter Ariana. She received her master's degree in 2021 and is currently working towards licensure to become a licensed professional clinical counselor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the GFC Athletic Hall of Fame, Cassie Romuld Harrow. During the mid-1990s, GFC's football and hockey teams were strong competitors in the Eastern Dakota Conference. Our next inductee is a 1995 graduate, Nick Fohr. Nick was a big part of those teams as an athlete and a leader. He was a varsity letter winner during the 1993 and 1994 football seasons, helping lead the team to back-to-back state football playoff appearances. On the ice, Nick led his team to a state title in 1993 and a runner-up finish in 1994. Nick was the captain of the 94-95 team, leading his team to a state title while being named tournament MVP. GFC beat Minot, Red River, and finally Grafton Park River in the state title game. Nick described his time with football and hockey teams as being a part of a family. While a student athlete at Central, Nick enjoyed spending time with his friends around school and at athletic events. During his senior year, Nick was named KNOX Male Athlete of the Year. After high school, Nick continued his athletic career by playing hockey for the Lincoln Stars of the USHL, and then playing 4 seasons of Division I college hockey at the University of Nebraska-Omaha. Once his playing career was over, Nick moved on to coaching as an assistant coach at UNO for 3 seasons. He then landed a coaching job with USA Hockey's National Development Program in 2013, and has been with that program ever since. He is currently in his first season as the head coach of Team USA's under-18 team. Nick was in Grand Forks in December of 2023, leading Team USA to a 4-3 overtime victory over UND at the Ralph Engelstad Arena. Nick currently resides in Dexter, Michigan. He is married to his wife Lindsay, and they have 3 sons, Carter, Fisher, and Cooper. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the GFC Athletic Hall of Fame, Nick Fohr. Our next inductee is a 1995 graduate, Shane Reynolds. Shane had an outstanding athletic career at GFC while participating in wrestling and football. Shane lettered in football 3 times and in wrestling 5 times. Shane stated what sets GFC apart from other schools is the student pride as well as the great traditions and coaching staff. His lasting memory of his time at GFC is the coaches and teachers genuinely cared for their student athletes. Shane wrestled for Central from 1990 to 1995. During his 5 years on the varsity team, Shane had a career record of 125, 47, and 1. Shane was a 3-time state placer. He finished 4th his freshman year at 112 pounds. He was injured during his sophomore year. He placed 4th again his junior year at 135 pounds and won the state championship his senior season at 135 pounds. Shane was also a part of the 1992 Central exchange team that traveled to Australia. Former GFC wrestling coach Vince Ames had this to say about Shane, quote, "If Shane could score 1 point, he could win a match. He was so tough and under control, he rarely gave up any points." The statistics back that up. Shane only gave up 452 points his whole career, an average of only 2.6 per match. Shane's defense was at its best his senior year as he gave up only 73 points in 39 total matches. Shane also spent 3 seasons on the varsity football team. During his senior season, Shane was selected honorable mention all-conference and won the GFC Football Arnie Bakke Award given to the team's hardest worker. Former GFC head football coach Mike Berg recounted his time with Shane. Shane brought this wrestling mentality and attitude to the football field and did things that no 145-pound kid should be able to do. If there had been weight classes, he would compete above his weight because giving up 100 or more pounds to an opponent or giving up and on play was no big deal to him. He was truly a warrior on both sides of the ball and a teammate who put everything on the line for his guys. Any coach would have loved to have 11 of them on the field at any time. Shane and his wife Andrea, a 1995 GFC grad, currently reside in Grand Forks, where Shane is a manager at Cullen Insulation. Shane and Andrea have 3 sons, Mason, Caleb, and Chase. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the GFC Athletic Hall of Fame, Shane Reynolds. Our next inductee comes from the class of 1973, and his name is John McEnroe. John is a proud graduate of Central in 1973. John was an exceptional athlete, particularly in the sport of golf. John had a remarkable high school career, lettered in golf for 3 consecutive seasons from 1971 to 1973. The pinnacle of John's athletic achievements at GFC occurred in 1972 and 1973. In 1972, the Central golf team, under the leadership of Coach Bob Leach, secured the state golf team championship. John helped lead the way with a 3rd-place finish in individual competition. In the following season, John claimed the state golf individual title to help lead his team to back-to-back state championships. Beyond the accolades and victories, John cherishes the memories of the strong camaraderie formed within the GFC golf team. The friendships developed during those years stand out as a significant aspect of his high school experience. After graduating from GFC, John continued to play golf at the University of North Dakota for head coach Louis Bogan, also a GFC Athletic Hall of Fame inductee. John and his wife Nancy live in Cross Lake, Minnesota, and they are enjoying retirement. John and Nancy have 2 children, Brad and Megan, and 4 grandchildren, Brooks, Jed, Arnie, and Maeve. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the GFC Athletic Hall of Fame, John McEnroe. And our final inductee today comes from the coaching category. Bill Landry served as an assistant coach for boys basketball for 16 seasons. He was a track and field throwing coach for 9 seasons, and O-line and D-line coach for football for 41 seasons, all at GFC. Coach Mike Berg said, quote, "Simply stated, there is no coach in the GFC Athletic Hall of Fame who is more deserving than Bill Landry. He spent his entire career, 41 years, teaching and coaching at Central. Consider this, every football offensive lineman, nearly 450 games worth, was coached by this man. Coach Landry was part of 3 teams that played for a state championship, with Central winning the state title in 2005. His son Jake was the starting quarterback and a linebacker on that team. During his coaching career, Bill was named the NDHSCA Assistant Football Coach of the Year in 1997, along with being assistant coach in the Shrine football game that same year. Coach Landry coached numerous linemen to all-conference and all-state recognition over the course of his career. One of the highlights for Bill was being able to bring his 3 boys, Nick, Tony, and Jake, to football and basketball practice, where they got to be around tremendous role model. A native of Florence, Wisconsin, Bill came to the University of North Dakota in the fall of 1972 on a football scholarship and has been in the Grand Forks community ever since. He earned a bachelor's degree in social science education and began his illustrious teaching career in the fall of 1977 at Grand Forks Central High School. Bill said, quote, "There is no doubt that GFC's history, tradition, students, and staff are what places GFC at top. No other high school in North Dakota can lay claim to GFC's history. However, simply being the oldest high school in the state doesn't mean anything unless you add the tradition and the people that uphold GFC. There's a verse in our school song that says, 'Finest in Dakota.' Students and staff make that verse carry on. Bill and his wife Jill reside in Grand Forks, where the weather is nice, but head to Florida or Arizona to enjoy some golf during the winter month. He's also the proud grandfather of 4 granddaughters, Greer, Nora, Reese, and Ryan. He quite frequently sees grandkids, and he says they're great. If he would have known how fun they were, he would have had them in the first place." Bill had this to say about Central. "I'm not sure after 41 years at GFC I can limit this to one significant memory. The championship games were great. Playing against Red River was always intense. Coaching and teaching 2 of my sons was interesting as well. However, what I'll carry with me most is getting to come to GFC every day and work. The fantastic people that teach, coach, and the students that went there. I'm a much better person because of the years I got to spend at Grand Forks Central." Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the GFC Athletic Hall of Fame, Mr. Bill Landry.